I want to share with you guys 5 ways that I have made and that I currently make money from my blog. So, like I told y'all before, I've been doing some updates on it and I've been dropping some facts along the way and things that I think about and come across and some tips to help you if you're in the space of getting started with your blog, if you're concerned that blogging for some reason doesn't work anymore, or if you've never even thought about it as a marketing tool or as a business. I'm here to shut down some of those myths and just to help you get started with that. So part of that is the proof that it works, and it does work as a tool to connect with your audience, to get traffic and be found. Hey, Chastity, a roadmap to balance for moms. But a tool to connect with your audience, to be found by new people in the search engines, such as Google, Bing, Pinterest. Pinterest is great. Like, it's a great one. You can kind of even go further with controlling like how you're found in the search engines with doing that keyword research. But that's another topic for another day. But hello, Millennial Coach Austin. But I want to kind of shut down some of those myths and talk about how great that is, and also as a tool to make money and to make more sales in your business. So let's talk about some of the 5 ways that I have made and currently make money from my blog. So the first one is blogging services, and that is basically me working with other marketers, other businesses, or other marketing companies and providing them with services, blogging, like actually providing them with blogs. And we agree on an exchange rate for that. And I bring money into my business because I am a content creator and I'm in creative marketing. So that is one of the top ways. Number 2 is website design and consulting. So if you came to any of my lives before, I sometimes talk about how blogging was like my first source of income online. It was the first shot at me trying the first real shot at me trying a type of business online. And it is my first source, my first stream of income. That led to me doing website design and consulting, because along the way, instead of going to a designer every time I needed an update, it came to a point where I just started figuring out things for myself. And so I got really good at WordPress web design after building a couple of websites for myself and then for people in my circle. And it came to a point where people were asking, hey, T Honey's Travel. It came to a point where people were asking my peers about me or who did their site. And so at first it was something that I wasn't going to take on, but I enjoyed it and I was good at it. And it was something different from blogging, like the time frames of it and like the requirement for you being hands-on by being a service is the same, but it's different with the turnaround you're able to do. So that was cool. And then eventually from people asking like, okay, well, what's the next step? Like, I have the website now, but like, how do I use it? Or, how is it going to translate into me getting business? That led to the consulting piece and actually walking them through those steps of like, these are the things that you need to do to be found. These are the things that you need to do to connect with your audience. This is how it works with other social media platforms. And this is how you're, how you're going to make those sales, like get the business and make those sales, get booked and busy. So, I share with them things that work for me because that's how I got through the process and that's how I booked them. So I shared with them what worked for me. Hold on, my light went out. Oh, I know why my light went out. It's all right. Let's try this again. Looking dark skin. Okay. So the third thing is more of what you would call passive. You still got to put in the work, but it's not a service and you don't have to be hands-on. And I make money from affiliate marketing. And that's a whole like another class or a whole nother business training. But like how you would make that work is being in touch with your niche, whatever. Being in touch with your niche and selecting products that connect with that and products that you actually also use and you like and you trust the company and just recommending those. So basically like affiliate is basically selling somebody else's product. So you don't have to produce it, you don't have to have a print on demand company, you don't have to go through any of that process or keeping merchandise on hand. All you're doing is linking to their products or services within your blog, not just throwing it all over the place, but in appropriate places. You know, talking to them, still connecting with your audience, talking to them like you're talking to a friend about a product that you just found or that you've been using for years and you love it, and linking to it so that they can try it too. And so from there you get a portion of the sale. You get a percentage of the sale as your commission. So they did make a rule that you have to report that you contain affiliate links in your blog, but I mean, it's not a big deal. If you have a loyal audience or you have people who read blogs, then they understand like I'm getting a wealth of information for free. So it's not costing me anything to click on this link and sign up. I'm just getting a commission. I mean, they're just getting a commission if I make a purchase that I was already going to make anyway because I like what they said about the product. So that has worked out well for me in connecting with the different marketing services that I already use. I already use Bluehost as my hosting. I know it's great. I like Bluehost. They have the highest percentage of uptime for their website. So I rant and rave about Bluehost and tell people about it. And I already use Tailwind. I already use ConvertKit. I already use Canva. So those are opportunities to talk about these things and make suggestions about them and why you love these products and link to them in your blog post and get a commission from that. Number 4. And this works. I want to say also about number 3, affiliate marketing, that it works for any type of industry. There are multiple people who even have their own private affiliate service or affiliate programs. But there are tons of things out there for travel, for beauty, for mom bloggers, like any type of niche or any type of industry. They have affiliate marketing programs for that. Number 4 is my podcast. And my podcast was birthed out of my blog and me wanting to do something different, and also a way for me to connect with other entrepreneurs, and another way for me to put out training information where I can actually use my voice instead of writing. Hey, Southern Coffee. So the podcast was a spinoff from that, and I was doing sponsorships with that. I'm actually in the process now of doing a slide deck to like show my numbers with that so that I can actually reach out and get my own direct sponsorships instead of using the ones that the platform offers to me. Also promoting those same affiliate links that I told you that I put in the blogs for the products I already use. When I'm teaching or training on different things on the podcast, I also add those affiliate links in the show notes and also talk about those products in the podcast. And then also I promote my own products and services in the podcast. And my podcast transcriptions are either a blog format of my audio from the podcast. It goes in my blog. So that's another a way to make money from the blog. Number 5 are books. So there's a way that you can repurpose your blogs into books and just basically expand on the topic that, expand on the information, like give more details and more information and repurpose that content into a book. And like, even if you don't do that, you can use your blog to actually promote the book. Like I said, promoting your own products and your own services. And Chastity, she's on here now, or I think she's still on here, but Roadmap to Balance for Moms, she didn't start off as a blogger like I did, but she has a blog as a part of her website and a part of her business, and she uses it to connect with her audience and connect with other moms. And that's a way. Okay, there she is. Hi. But that's a way for her to get leads, like to get people to sign up for her free coaching sessions. Hello, Nonchalant J. So it's a way to get people to sign up for her free coaching sessions, to get on her mailing list and make sure they get all the details about, the free things that she has, the promotions that she has, and all of that. So that's a way that she blogs, and she uses her blog. So when we came out with the book, she already had her blog there, and she already was using it to generate leads and build her customer base. And so we were able to put our book, which was specifically for moms and mom entrepreneurs, we were able to put that information out there right away. I said 5, so it's 5, but I did want to mention a 6th one, and that is digital products that I sell in my online store. So all of those things I promote in my blog, but the blog is what inspired those digital products. And I'll talk about that in more detail next week, because I'm going to talk about how to turn your blog into a digital product. But I've created templates, I've created principles, and I've created planners, and it's based on the training and the tips that I give out in my blog. So when I'm talking about this stuff and I see a need, or I see that I can turn this stuff into a digital product that people reading this blog will need, then that's how I do that. And it's inspired from the blog, and then that's another source that I use to promote it. Because the search engines, like when you blog, the search engines are always going to be working for you. It's not like a Clubhouse room where it's going to disappear into thin air when you're done. It's not like a social media post that 2 days from now nobody's going to care about it. It's still going to be there working for you. So some of these ways, I did want to mention, like, some of these ways, they require more traffic than others. So if you were using just sponsorships on your blog, and that's why I don't really mention that as a main source. I don't use sponsorships yet, because you need like an enormous amount of traffic, especially if you're using an ad network. If you're using like doing direct advertisement or going out and getting your own sponsors, then that may not matter. It may matter more about your niche and how interactive your audience is. But some of these, like affiliate marketing, I would say it requires a medium amount of traffic, because not everybody is going to want to purchase that product. So in order for you to get a sale, sometimes it is about the numbers. And I would say that I'm not like bashing social media, because of course I use social media. That's how I'm connecting with y'all now and all the time. But I say use your blog along with social media, and use it along with Pinterest marketing, if you can plan it out and it makes sense in your schedule. So those are my tips for when you start to incorporate some of these ways to make money from your blog. I did not start off with all of these overnight. I kind of walked you through the cycle of how I did that. And then the one thing led to another, and I gradually added these streams of income. So, that's how I did that. And, what was I going to say? If you have not started your blog yet and you are interested in doing so, you can click the link in my bio and go to start a blog under the free stuff, and that'll get you some information. It'll walk you through how to do that. And also, like, if you are wondering like how to fit that in your schedule, like Chastity and I talk about a lot of that in our book, The Mompreneur Manual. So if you're a mom and an entrepreneur and you're wondering how to fit that in the schedule, that's a resource for you, and you can get that under the link in my bio. And it says get the Mompreneur Manual. Hey, curl me not. So think about everything I said, let it marinate, and I'm gonna come back on Thursday and do a Q&A. I'm going to do a live Q&A. So if you have any questions about this, hey, Square Type, if you have any questions about this or just anything that I've been covering, come back and join me on Thursday at the same time, 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central. I mean, what am I talking about? That's our other live stream time at 6 o'clock Central and 5 o'clock Eastern. And I've got a question. Okay, what's your question? But yeah, you can join me on the Q&A. Cause I got I'm not reading that, but thank you. But I've been getting some questions in my DMs that I want to address, because I feel like if I'm going to answer for them, then I should answer it for everybody else that's been joining my lives. Y'all deserve the answers too. So I'm going to go over those, and then if you have any questions yourself about anything that I've been going over, we'll do a live Q&A on Thursday to answer those. So that's it, guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for joining. I hope this was helpful for me. Let me know. And I will talk to you guys or see you guys on Thursday. And if you're a mompreneur, you can come and join us, me and Chastity, tomorrow. We're going to do a live tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central. That's why I got my times mixed up. I'm trying to like look at my calendar in my head. But I will see you guys either tomorrow or Thursday. All right. Bye.